Right. Hello there, everyone. This is Humorous Username, and today I'm going to start a playthrough of one of the best first-person shooters ever made. Let me just adjust my settings. Titanfall 2. So obviously, the company who made this, Sledgehammer Games, has recently been in the news with Apex Legends, which is their big. Oh, sorry, Respawn Entertainment. They used to be Sledgehammer Games back when they still made Call of Duty, but they came back together and became Respawn Entertainment. People left and made this new company. They made Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, and recently they've put out Apex Legends, which I'm sure everyone under the sun has played and is familiar with. But first, they made the Titanfall games, which are fantastic. Titanfall 2 in particular has one of the best campaigns ever made. Absolutely fantastic, and that's what I'll be playing through today. So I'm going to go ahead and hit new game here. I don't pretend to be the best player in the world, but I do love the game. I'll try not to talk through the cutscenes.
Of all the things I've seen on the battlefields of the frontier, the pilot is the true dominant force. Fast and agile, graceful yet devastating, perceptive, resourceful, and relentless. A pilot sees the world differently. Sheer walls become flanking routes. Pilots fight differently. Experienced in deception and maneuver, even overwhelming odds shift in their favor. But what truly separates the pilot from all the grunts and machines of the battlefield is the bond between a pilot and a Titan. Linked to a Titan, a pilot can only be stopped by overwhelming force, or an equal. The frontier has been the only home I've ever known. For years, our lands have been destroyed by the IMC, forcefully taking our resources, polluting and destroying our planets, and killing us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated. Now, I serve as a rifleman in the militia, fighting to free the frontier. I'm a long way from becoming a pilot. But when that day comes, I hope I can live up to the honor.
Alright then guys, if that didn't sell it, then I don't know what will. The opening cinematic is fantastic, and so is the rest of the game moving forward. So we're about to be Captain Lastimoso, sort of your mentor and tutor.
Here we go, Rifleman Cooper.
So I'll try and not talk over him.
Ship must have power cycled the sim pod since last
most
time.
of this is just
we'll have
fluff,
to recalibrate it.
Tutorial rubbish. Nothing you really need to pay close attention to. There's a bit of dialogue and world building in there. But at the moment it's just sort of setting my viewing controls and stuff.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's see how much you remember.
I will talk over him a little bit.
Setting the neural link.
And this is just the tutorial area really. He's putting you into sort of like a VR. Quite cool. One of the online maps as you start in this, which is a really cool opening thing for an online map. So as he'll explain in a second, this is sort of his home world that he's rebuilt in here for him to train you. But this is all just the tutorial area. You sort of slowly learn the movement. So one of the best bits about the game is the movement. It is fantastic. It's so much fun. If you ever look at an action movie, that's pretty much what playing Titanfall 2 is like. The movement is superb. Really, really good. And the best part about it, you know, you'll see videos online of people roadieing off things and, you know, just doing all sorts of crazy things, headshots like you wouldn't believe.
This is where I grew up.
So yeah, as he's just explained there, this is where he grew up. So just coming up to the first thing, so I'll show you wall running now. So you can run across walls like that. Really good for moving fast. You can jump off it as well for a bit of a speed boost and sort of chain them together to go faster and faster. Next up is sort of sliding. I don't tend to use the slide that much, but next for the occasional fun bit of movement. And then the double jump for height. Online you can get grappling hooks and things like that. They're great fun. Really recommend you getting a grappling hook if you're going to play online. So I'm just looking around here because I know somewhere there is a pilot helmet. So throughout the game there are these collectibles. I don't know how many there are in total. Off the top of my head, I can't really remember. But there are pilot helmets scattered throughout the world. And I know on one of these stacks is the first one. Oh no, there's just the one. Alright, I'll get that in a second. Must be thinking of somewhere else. So I've platinumed the game on the PlayStation. I got the PC version mainly to play with my little brother, but I thought I'd go through the campaign again, just because this is my third time playing through it, but the campaign is just fantastic. Genuinely one of the best campaigns. So at the end of all of this, we'll come to a gauntlet.
Things never go as you expect.
So just pick up 2 random weapons here. You just have to go through the firing range at the moment. Nothing incredible really. But what you do is, when he lets you reload your weapon, do all this. And then all you need to do is, in a minute he'll open that door through there and you can start to run the gauntlet. And that sort of determines what sort of difficulty you should be playing the game on. So you can actually do pretty poorly and it tell you to play on hard. I'm going to probably be... I can't remember the control, I can't remember if there's a veteran mode. But I've completed the game on the hardest difficulty on the PlayStation. I won't be doing that here. I'll be doing the second hardest difficulty. Mainly because the hardest difficulty, you just have no life, and I don't think it'd be good viewing. You'd just be watching me, you know, take a few shots, then hide behind, you know, a bit of cover. It's a bit bullshit. So, some of their shooting's fairly on point, and it just does an insane amount of damage. So I'll probably go one underneath, just so you've got a good view of, you know, watching me actually play, and obviously some difficulty. So for the gauntlet, if you're gonna give it a good go, what you want to do is you want to get some of the best weapons for it. So the loadout I like to use is a shotgun, which I'll get in a minute through there, and a rocket launcher. And you can search all of these and you'll not find a rocket launcher, and that's because it's hidden. So what you need to do is jump onto this, and then round about there there'll be a rocket launcher. So you need to double jump, turn around, grab it, and then you'll fall through there and you'll respawn through. And voila, you've got a rocket launcher now. So that just makes the gauntlet a little bit easier. And the other thing I like to get is the Eva 8 shotgun, which I think's sitting through there. So I'll just go through here.
Alright, got a new gauntlet for you to run today.
So the other important thing is to get decent grenades. So if you look online, you'll see people doing this at the speed of light, and their tactic is to throw a frag grenade round about here, and then use the frag grenade to sort of propel themselves forward. It does a lot of damage, but it gives you a good head start. Unfortunately, I think that makes the rest of the gauntlet pretty difficult, whereas the arc grenades, which, you know, spread to different troops, they're brilliant. For some reason it'll only let me pick up one, but whatever. The first one I'll just, my first run through, I'll just, run through it essentially. But, fun fact, the Octane from Apex Legends is actually from a recording of the fastest run through of the Gauntlet. So that was a really nice reward from the Respawn team for that chap who, sitting at Professor Xavier's Academy. He's probably an X-Man, and he's, instead of saving the world, decided to spend his time doing the Gauntlet. And I think that's a worthy reward. So what I'll do is I'll just run through the Gauntlet pretty quickly. I won't take it too seriously. So
speed is paramount.
The tactic is just to keep on moving. You'll see me just sort of... I'm not doing a great job of this, but you want to keep moving, really, is the aim of this. Slowing down's a bit of a nightmare. So as you can see, me looking down and looking behind me is actually slowing me down quite a lot. Propelling myself forward and crouching is sort of the best thing for me in terms of keeping me moving. As you can see here, 40 seconds. That wasn't particularly fast, but it's still recommending me to go for hard mode, which I think is the second hardest difficulty, which I think is probably what I'll end up doing. Gives you some stats there, and then it'll show you some top pilots here. So if you get above Lastimosa, it might be for Kudu. I think it is for Kuda. You'll get an achievement, and with a bit of determination, you can make it. It's not too hard, but it's a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie. You'll probably just have to grind it away, and then eventually you'll get lucky where all the pieces fall in your way. Most of the time, a grenade will fall short or whatever. But I'm going to do it again just because there's something I wanted to show you. I touched on it earlier about the pilot helmets. So throughout the game there are these collectibles, they're pilot helmets, and all they are is the helmets of pilots, really. And I can't remember if you get anything for getting all of them. I think you might get like a calling card online, but I'll try and show you as many as I can, probably all of them. So the first one you're going to find is just tucked away up here. So on that rock up there, I'll show you again now. On the rock towards the end, there will be a helmet that you can pick up, and that'll be your first one, and I think the only one on the level. I thought there was a second one, but I must be getting confused with something else. But the trick here is to throw an arc grenade there, shoot these people with the shotgun as you go past. You can normally get another arc grenade off there, and then you should switch to the rocket launcher here. And then just work your way around. It's really not too difficult of a course, but the first few times you run it, you'll probably fall down or throw a grenade wrong. But your first pilot helmet will be sitting just here, and you just pick it up, run over it, and it'll come up with a little thing saying well done, and then that'll be it really. Yeah, as soon as you're done with that, move on forward.
Okay, not bad.
And speak to Lastimosa, and that'll be the end of the level. So the game does have dialogue options.
See what's next.
Most of them are just funny, especially when you get into Titan for the first time. So there's a little bit of replayability there, but it's not, incredible. It's not like Mass Effect.
Aren't pilots the only ones allowed to do that?
So
Captain
Lastimosa is now going to show us some pilot Titan piloting.
That's my partner, BT. He's a Vanguard class. Homegrown militia technology. The first Titan chassis we designed ourselves. One we didn't have to steal from the IMC.
BT-7274. That's Captain Lastimosa's Titan. And to call in your Titan, all you do is press V.
Look up,
and
there he is.
There he is, FS1041.
All right, Rifleman. Sounds like it's about to hit the fan. I'm pulling you out.
Powering down all non-essential systems.
Cooper, ready up. Easy, Cole. He just left VR. He needs a minute to decompress. He'll be ready to go. Trust me.
All
Yes, sir.
to battle stations.
Oh, so we've been interrupted
It's
there.
up. They're killing us. Trying to, anyway. Good session in there. You'll get the hang of it someday. We'll make a pilot out of you yet, Rifleman. But not today. No time.
Lastimosa.
Anderson,
You son of a bitch. See you down there.
we're going to see a new planet today. Maybe even die on it. See you down there, Rifleman. Good luck.
Alright then, that will kick us off for the campaign.
Cooper. Meet at the dropship.
And I'll see you in the next video for Mission 1.